Hey, so this is Pete,
Hello, I'm Paul.
and a little while ago, Paul asked me about a problem that he's got building some particular thing. He's going to tell us about it in just a minute, except that happened yesterday, so now we're going to cut to that.
Okay, we cut to that.
That's it.
Okay, great.
Cool.
I have a real shelving emergency, Pete.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
and I was hoping you could help me with this. Let me show you what's going on here. This is my gaming setup. See here, my computer is on the ground, which is not what you want. Carpet gets into the fans and stuff. And my computer keyboard and mouse are sitting over here, my gaming controller and all this garbage. And this then like as you know, probably maybe you're like me. I run Windows. I run two apps on Windows. One of them is called Steam, and one of them is called Epic Game Store. So there's my computer keyboard can maybe be whittled down, have two buttons on it. But what I would
Yeah.
like to do is like stick them on top. I have like a shelf up here to put those in, perhaps. And it's a real shame in the world. Custom shelving costs thousands of dollars and nothing really does what you want. And it takes a month to arrive. And then assembly's a real pain in the butt and figuring out how the hardware goes.
There you
So I
go.
was I was really hoping I could find a solution that could get me something that would fit my exact use case, hopefully without spending, thousands of dollars and could be easy to install. And
Maybe. I see.
is there
Okay,
anything
so
like
I.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a box that held that box like the similar shape of that tower that kept
Yeah.
it up off the
Just
ground.
lifts it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then with a hole in the back for cables to come out and
Yeah.
enough room for airflow and a hole in the
Sure.
front with enough room for airflow. Maybe a
Yeah.
sliding door on the side for access if I'm pulling peripherals or whatever.
Cool. All
And
right.
a nice little like shelf on top that had some ridge around it so shit didn't slide off. This is the case. So the easiest thing to do is get your sizings directly from the place you bought the deal. Dimensions,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Dimensions. This is our dimensions.
Cool. All right. Great. Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah. So we take this, grab this panel, just pull it out.
Uh-huh.
Um, 26. Okay. All right. There we go. So we were at 25. So the thing is going to be 25 inches long, 27 inches high on the interior, and
Yeah.
11 inches deep. Not going to let you do anything anymore. We're at this point we're totally locked down, except for you can drag the top up. It'll maintain that interior dimension, and now I'm increasing the bottom space in the case.
Okay.
This option here is for support areas, and we can say, take a look at the front support area, and then put
Oh,
a fascia on there.
oh, that's what I need.
Um, and you could
Okay.
also, if you wanted a place for your keyboard, this would probably be a good time to, you could put in another slot in here
I see.
to force your keyboard into if you wanted to do that.
Ooh, that's
Um,
cool. Yeah, let's
so,
do that.
so this is just like a wood sheet. It goes back, and then you can just pull out whatever it is. You stick a keyboard on there or whatever.
Oh, wait. Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
No, let's
Um,
totally do that. Let's do that. Wait, let's make that deeper and have a pull out.
yeah.
Then I can pull it out and click on launch Steam and
Sure. Yeah.
then
Yeah. Right. You
click on
just put it
whatever
away.
game
Yeah.
and then shove it back in, right?
Hide it away. Yeah. And then we
That's what I,
can this fascia set up on the top where you've got this like bucket of stuff.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know what goes in there? Like a glass of whiskey and some crudité. Well, okay,
Um,
so maybe could we put a like do you have a rounded corner cube or square that we could just chop out of the front and the back?
when I add a cutting object, we add just
Okay.
a 3D cutting shape. We don't want sphere, we want some sort of rectangle.
Yeah.
You could do cylinder instead, but
This is good.
and
Oh.
then you presumably want to have this lined up with other objects, right?
You want it centered against the far wall and then the inside of
Yeah,
the sliding door, if there's a way
yeah.
to.
So first you select this front face. I'm going to start hitting shift when I select things so that I can add stuff to the selection. And you see
Uh,
it says right now we're 2.5 inches away, right on this side. And then this one, I'm going to grab this face selector as well, and then I'm going to grab this face selector. Aha, and this is my other measure that I'm interested in. Right now it's 2 3/4, and all I'm going to do is choose this lock equals, and that's going to make it so that when I resize this thing,
uh-huh.
it's going to be
Oh, okay.
parameterized. So now I've stated my intention, which is I want these things to be equal, and the sizing of it is a separate question.
Because I
Yeah.
think we got the constraints and then the sizing will just be to taste. Or can we make it so it just
Oh
blasts
yeah,
all the way?
yeah. Oh sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we just take this guy,
Yeah.
and now we just pull it all the way through.
Yeah, and then let's can we make it go down more?
All right. So back to this E key
To
thing.
get to the thing? Okay.
Yeah, it just makes it easier to
Dude,
select the
that looks
thing that
pretty.
you're looking for.
That's kind of like what we want here.
I like it.
I wasn't even thinking about the little keyboard slot and everything. That's cool.
We talked about engraving venture capital companies' logos
Yeah.
on it, but
Yeah.
we decided against
Yeah.
it today. Not today.
IPO
Not today.
tombstones like a VC.
And then and the other thing is just rounding. So these options all have to do with rounding or chamfering specific edges of things. And what I would suggest, because this freestanding unit, it'll feel nicer if all of the exterior is rounded over, like it's a little round over on the edge. I think it's fine.
Maybe we just make the whole thing rounded. Let me go back to the exterior
Okay,
edges.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
Let's just
Hmm.
round them.
All right, we
Maybe do
round
round.
this and round everything else as well. So it'll try to give you pretty high fidelity when you're just doing normal editing. But if you want to see exactly what the thing's going to look like, you got to turn on assembly directions, which will compute where every single miter is and every mortise and tenon. So if we turn this on, so all I actually want to show you is this. You can see that all of the joins are going to be rounded over where they connect. So we just want to choose a handle type, I think. I'm assuming you want a handle on this.
Oh yeah.
And for handle type, you can do like little circles. You can do sort of this squared off circle. These are all finger grip, so your finger reaches in and it doesn't go through the wood. It stops at a wall in the back. It feels nice and smooth. But you can also just do like all the way through.
Do
Okay.
the finger grip one.
So this finger grip.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right. And then where's the build instructions?
Yeah. So the hammer at the top left.
Here, the hammer. Okay. So I'm gonna put that. Okay, and then we're gonna do that. Okay. And we're gonna. This is the roof. Okay. That's gonna slide, push in, slide. Uh-huh. It'll. I see. And it'll ensure that this is buildable.
It would give you warnings if it wasn't.
I guess my only question is that enough? Okay, so here's something we can actually figure out. I'm just thinking about aesthetics. What is the distance of this piece? Is there a way to measure that?
So you can see those measures already exist at the bottom. They say 2¼ inches.
Okay, nice. Can we make it? So let's make a change. I want to make that be 2 inches exactly. Let's
Okay,
do that.
so click on one of the measures.
Okay, I'm gonna click this guy.
Yeah. And then hit
Yeah.
return. And then delete, delete, delete. Return. There you go.
And then because they're set to be equal, the only solution
That's
there
right.
is to clip
Yep.
those walls. Two
That's right.
inches, cool. Yeah, we just made a change. So now, do you see that change?
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yep.
go. I
Yeah,
want to.
we're collaborative editing. Here, I'll change it back. And then you can fight me and change it back again. Just wait a second and it'll show up. There you go.
I see. Click the measurement and then you hit enter and then you
Yeah,
get.
as well. And now you've got it the way you want it, though. It's a good idea
Oh,
to
there's a lock here. Can I
lock
lock
it
it?
and yeah, just and then you won't fat finger it anymore. And
Oh,
now,
but I don't have to individually lock them. I shouldn't
nope,
have to, right?
nope.
Because it's constrained
That's
to
right.
be.
That's right.
Okay.
Because they're all constrained to be equal, locking one is as good as locking all of them.
And this is the greatest thing ever, dude. This
Oh,
is like
thanks.
I'd never be able to make this happen at all, you know? I'd be like hiring a custom designer or making some garbage out of plywood from Home Depot. This is a solution for everybody.
Yep, yep, yeah. Well, if your problem looks like a shelf, then we may be the solution.
Everybody's problem looks like a shelf. Everybody's problem looks like a shelf, bro.
I hear like zapping weeds with lasers. It looks like a shelf.
It
You just
does.
have to sort of project it into the right space.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Laser me. Okay, so if I go here, oh yes,
Okay.
project card. Okay, now I can go here.
Yeah. There you
Nice.
go. All
And
right.
then when I place the order somewhere, it's going to tell me, it's going to ask for my address. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
This part we definitely want to edit out. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, this is less than $350. Holy shit, dude. Yes. Awesome, dude. I'm ready.
Thanks for your order. I'm gonna run over to the factory and cut this.
Can you do a video of the cutting?
Oh, totally.
Oh,
Yeah. 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 So we're just getting done cutting this order for Paul. We got some nice pieces. They're all sanded up and they're ready to take over to his house tomorrow, and then we'll put them together. For that, we're going to need a mallet, maybe some glue in case he wants to glue it, but he probably won't, and some alcohol to take these labels off. And that's about it. We're just going to drive it over there tomorrow. So,
rock and roll.
Should we just do this thing? I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be super simple. We don't need
Yeah, I can get my
just lay down
guns and rifles out of the picture.
All right, so we're working bottom to top.
All right.
Do you want to do this, or you want me to do it?
I want to do it.
We'll just take turns.
Let the homeowner do it. Okay.
All right.
Here it is. It's all built, and then this is the drain right here. I can slide open my drawer, turn on the mouse. Live on the desktop. Apparently not anymore. I don't know why. Okay, and then like if I was going to play Silk Song, like you might do, right? I click that button, and then I just turn the mouse off. I go back into the deal, right? The drawer went right back in. Take my controller off the deal. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
What was this costing me? $10,000?
Yeah, could be.
$5,000?
Yeah.
Less than, I think it was $400, $420.